There's a new game called Hack and Slash.
Oh, really?
It's coming to Steam.
Is it about harvesting wheat?
No, it's not about harvesting wheat. At least I don't think. It's a game that allows you to allows you to hack into the game, find different mysteries. It's better if you just see the video because it's a bit of a meta game.
It's a game about hacking.
I'm sorry, what?
The rules and start laughing.
This is just Don't Starve with more
No,
color.
listen.
Oh wait, no, it's not.
Double Fine makes really fun commercials.
Flash. The only way to win is not to play by the rules.
Ah, that's a great, you know,
My
no.
God.
AI is rolling his eyes.
they did
Yes,
a parody
I
of
have.
this commercial.
When you hit me, that doesn't make me go faster.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah, so the game Hack and Slash is a throwback to like these 90s games, and this is a commercial that actually aired on television in this country in the 90s. Channing Tatum looks a lot different when he was
Yeah,
young.
it really does. But it's also Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
It seems like a really great retro game because I saw something that looked like the original Legend of Zelda, and I love that game, so I'm interested.
I don't want to freak you out right now, but I believe there is a demon face breaking through your wall over your left shoulder. You may want to get an exorcist or some sort of ventriloquist dummy to communicate with that thing, but there...
It's a hat. Can you put up the graphic here for the violent video game story?
Yeah, sorry.
It's not the content of the game that's making you violent, it's the fact that you can't play
Yeah.
the game that's making you violent.
This is all in summation, of course. You can't understand the mechanics of the game, and not because obviously the game has something about it that is making you violent.
Yeah, so basically what you're saying is you're mad because you're bad.
Oh, see, there you go. This is the doctor from the study, and he says if players feel thwarted by the controls of the design of the game, they can wind up feeling aggressive. Hey, maybe we should investigate how they're playing the game and not, oh, this has a nasty cover.
Yeah, well, the study was nice because it dealt with a subtlety that you don't normally hear the mainstream media covering when they talk about games, that games just make you violent. Even though those studies are constantly debunked over and over, this one's looking at a very different mechanic within the gaming experience that might be leading you to be frustrated and aggressive.
I play Hearthstone, I play LoL sometimes.
Diablo.
I've tried playing Diablo, I have not bought the game yet though.
Interesting.
And have you murdered anybody in real life?
Yes.
Only a few.
Okay.
Oh, there you
I
go.
should have asked. I should have led with
It's
that.
not your fault, it's the game
Yeah,
mechanics. It's
so
driving you
we'll have
to
a different study for that.
Yes, are you fond of Goat Simulator?
Ah,
I totally shared that on my Facebook the other day.
that. Whoa, that's
Okay,
creepy.
all
Right?
right.
That's
Yeah.
kind of weird.
That's how AI knew. Next story here is about 3 men who are arrested for hacking the Xbox. Not a lot of people are talking about this on Game Talk Live. We are. Let's get into it.
It's almost the premise for 3 Men and a Baby.
Way to hit the old games.
Well, no, hold the phone here, because this was going on, again, according to the New York Daily News, which broke this. They said it was a 2-year scheme, but those games were being developed 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, totally. So they hacked Xbox.
Yes.
Were they 5 years old?
No.
Yes.
Put up the photo of the 3 hackers.
2 of them like Skrillex, one of them doesn't.
Yeah, 2 of them are Skrillex. What they also did is they hacked into the military database and were able to pull out flight simulators for the Apache pilots and to take and make video games out
Well,
of.
this is almost like a Big Bang Theory episode.
Basically.
Except it's probably funnier.
Yeah, instead of choosing between
Yeah.
the Xbox, the PS4, they just made a counterfeit one, which is the next part of the story, which they sold for $5,000 on eBay to guess who?
Sony.
The FBI.
Oh, it's the FBI.
The FBI bought their console on eBay or one of those like third-party,
Yeah.
some auction site. Not a lot of people are talking about it because it's a little older.
Well, it's a little older. Yeah, this
But
is.
the news came out today. This is the indictment. It's going to be bad news for those guys. When you sell a fake console for $5,000 to the FBI.
Especially if it doesn't have backwards compatibility.
Yeah, I mean, that was the EA says they want to get involved in esports.
Oh, this is awesome because no company can turn a good thing into a better thing than EA.
Put up the quote here from the EA CEO. Esports are going to be huge. We'd like to get involved in it.
Yeah.
I think it's time now where you say, obviously esports are huge. This is specifically how we're going to get involved in it. No announcement really for any Battlefield 4 tournaments overall or any
Or
other
fixing Battlefield.
or
Well,
perhaps
wait.
fixing
Hold
Battlefield.
on, right there,
What?
right there. There's your esport. Can't you get a bunch of people together to try to fix Battlefield as your esport?
That's not a bad idea. Get a hackathon.
They could do
So,
that.
to
It would
play
be
the-
it would be a nice addition to have a Battlefield 4
Sure.
tournament because it's more in depth than Call of Duty. It's a lot better than
It'd
Call
be like
of
the
Duty.
all steroids Olympics with the rubber banding and everything.
And no, okay. Bottom line, there's a new Road Rash. It's called Road Redemption. Put up the graphic. Batter up. So Road Redemption is not made by EA, who originally made Road Rash. However, it was a Kickstarter that raised about 150 grand almost a year ago. We actually did an interview for it way back when. And this is a game that is inspired by Road Rash. It's going to be one of the first motorcycle combat games since Road Rash. So here's some footage of it. Great stuff and things. Let me get to the meat and potatoes of it here. You can play the game now if you go to roadredemption.com, and they'll pay $40. So So in a little bit,
So this is the original one.
This is the game now, side by side. That's the Sega one. And you know what? The Sega one doesn't look bad. You forget how good.
What?
No,
That is a 15-year-old game, AI. Somebody found a way to fly a drone using the Oculus Rift.
Oh.
So go and play the video here. Why would you do this?
Well, because sometimes if your hands might be busy drinking beer, it is the future of Peeping Tom immersion.
Go ahead, Francis, and then we'll weigh in on the other.
You're talking about peeping toms, right?
If they put a bunch of HD cameras all around it and put an abstraction layer on it so you can just look around seamlessly and then have that float around, that would be an awesome way to have telepresence using a drone in the Oculus Rift. For the tech-savvy Peeping Tom. That was all I suggested.
Also
that
known
was
as
all
the
I
Peeping Tom.
Yeah.
The fate of the earth is in my hands. No choice but to take a stand. I don't care if I'm wrong or